Do you love shiny new objects? Are you familiar with that phrase, shiny object syndrome? Although it's not a syndrome, it's not an illness, or fear of missing out. Well, in this video, I want to talk a little bit about, is shiny object syndrome good or bad for your business? And the reason I'm talking about this is that everybody's buzzing about Clubhouse. Now, as an Android user, I do not yet have access to Clubhouse. And I've looked online, I've tried to find out what is so special about Clubhouse. And I see that, yeah, there's the exclusivity thing. You have to wait for an invitation from somebody to get on there and all the rest of it. But honestly, I'm not seeing the benefits. So that's why I want to talk about shiny object syndrome, because as human beings, we do love this kind of exclusivity, social status, maybe feeling a little bit special. Think back to maybe when you were at school. I don't know if the trainers or running shoes or whatever you want to call them, the kind of competition between who had a pair of Adidas and who had a pair of Nike running shoes. This is something that we all experience on one level or another. If we have not met before, my name is Gwyneth and I specialize in coaching fabulous women entrepreneurs such as you to acknowledge and charge what you're worth, and to help you bundle up your expertise into services in such a way that you are strengthening your brand every time you go out there. So, shiny object syndrome. How do you know if you have it? Well, first of all, the disclaimer, it's not a syndrome, it's not an illness. That's just a phrase that it's been given, the fear of missing out. How do you know if you've got it? Well, you might find that you are very tired because you are simply jumping from idea to idea to idea. And mental exhaustion is not great for your brain. Remember, your brain loves focus. It wants clarity. It wants to know exactly what is going on. So if you are tired because you've got so many ideas and you're looking at all sorts of things, that could be a very good sign that you are suffering from shiny object syndrome. Now, something else that can happen is that your productivity decreases because you're spending so much time and energy wondering what's right for you. How does this specifically pan out as an entrepreneur? Well, maybe if you're not sure about what your niche is, if you're a little bit insecure, or maybe 2020 wasn't a great year for you and you've been thinking about changing your direction, but you don't know where to go because you got hit hard last year. I've seen a lot of people get very uncertain. Been there. I've been through it myself. Thankfully, I was able to flip relatively quickly, but it can be very frustrating, when you see all these successful people telling you to build your email list, create an online course, invest in stocks and shares, be a vlogger, be a blogger, get onto YouTube, do this on your website, increase your SEO. Everybody's got an opinion on what it is you should be doing. And like I said, from a place of insecurity, it can be very, very confusing. So if you find yourself going off in all sorts of different directions, then that's another clear indication that you could be suffering from the shiny object syndrome. Something else I see a lot of people do is to flip between wanting to run their own business and become an affiliate marketer. Now, affiliate marketing for me, active affiliate marketing, any kind of triangle, pyramid kind of scheme where I'm a reseller, where I'm selling somebody else's products, that has got to be in my bottom five of least favorite things to do. It's something that just doesn't appeal to me. But again, if you're a little bit uncertain, if you're not sure where your niche is, some people do say, oh, I'm going to do this. And then, no, actually, I want to sell my own stuff. I want to make my own impact. So all of these are clear indications that shiny object syndrome is getting the better of you. But there are three questions that you can ask yourself to find out, A, are you likely to, be pulled too easily in one direction or the other? But also, more importantly, to find out whether this new thing is relevant to your business. Now, think back to a few years ago, Periscope for Twitter. I love video. So I was very, very excited when Periscope, live streaming for Twitter, came out, and I used it for about a month. It was very clunky. I didn't get a great take up with it, and I really didn't enjoy using it. Having to flip your phone backwards and forwards, and no thank you. Phones of course have improved since then as well, but And I just read just before I was getting ready to do this video that Twitter is actually discontinuing Periscope at the end of March. So, middle of March 2015, it came onto the market. March 31st, 2021, it will be discontinued because usage decreased. Of course, they want to save some pennies as well. That's understandable. But that's another of those things where, everybody's like, wow, Periscope, fantastic. Another thing, yeah, think about Skype. I remember when Skype came out. Should we Skype handles and all the rest of it? Wow, fantastic. Now look at what's available. In between time, Skype seems like a dinosaur. Sorry, Skype, I still use Skype. I love you, Skype. But we've got Zoom, and very quickly after Zoom expanded its offer last year, then Microsoft started offering great packages for people being able to meet online, as did Facebook. So many big technology companies. The competition is absolutely huge. So, like I said, how do you actually know which direction you should go in? Well, the first question you need to ask yourself is, how could this shiny new object benefit my business? How could it add value to what it is I'm doing? Now, with Clubhouse in particular, I have not yet been able to find out what is the true benefit of Clubhouse. For me, the most important element of my business is being able to connect with you. I like talking to people. I also like seeing people. I write some posts, yes, I do, but video is my thing. I love actually having, knowing that we are seeing each other on screen, even if it's not happening at the same time. I have no idea how Clubhouse actually, does it allow me to connect with people more closely, better, more emotionally, whatever it is? Or is it just this exclusivity thing with the whole invitation that makes it attractive to people? I don't know. So question number one, will this shiny new object actually bring value, add value into my business? That's a very, very important question. And if you're not sure, the second question you need to be asking yourself is, do I have the time to actually commit to researching or potentially learning this new system? Now, back in middle of 2020, when both YouTube and Facebook actually started to change the way that they did live streaming, it was very clunky, and sometimes it's like, oh, for goodness sake, it was working fine before. Why do you have to change it? When it comes to learning new systems, that can also bring in new frustrations to how you feel about how you are doing your work. Just recently, I've decided to move my email marketing from one provider to where I host my website. My website now has a package. It's had the package for about a year, where I can now do all my email marketing, and it's still a little bit clunky, but what it means is it's just one less app that I have to have on my phone, one less website that I have to go to. So from a time perspective, it's going to be great. It means that I'm going to be driving more traffic to my website, which means more people are hopefully going to be reading my blogs or watching my videos or downloading my lead magnets. So although it was a shiny new object kind of last year, I don't want to see, there are clearly going to be some growing pains, and I don't want them, but now is absolutely the right time. So do I have time to commit? Do I have time to learn? Yes. In this case, this was a decision I took, but that's something else you need to really ask yourself. If you're not sure, have I got time to commit to learning a new system? Have I got time to research what it is that I want to know about? And the third thing you need to ask yourself is this shiny new object, regardless of whether it's a project management tool or a video or Clubhouse or whatever social media, does it align with your business delivery? It comes a little bit back to question one, how will it add value to what it is you're offering? But does it align with your business delivery? Where is your audience? Who is your audience? Is this something that they will happily engage with? Because if you confuse your audience, if you've been showing up on Facebook or you've been showing up on YouTube for a couple of years and all of a sudden you're off somewhere else, even if you tell your audience you're going over there, potentially you are going to lose out, because they're like, well, they don't care about me, because believe me, people do think about that. and you can potentially lose them. So just think about that next time you see something new, or maybe you are wondering about Clubhouse. Like I said, I've got an Android phone. I swore I would never ever use anything Apple for a number of reasons, but so it's not an option for me yet. And like I said, I have not been able to find out what is so special and fantastic about Clubhouse, except for this exclusivity invitation model that they have, that I know some people absolutely love. So will it add value? Will it impact your business positively? Do you have time to commit and learn an entirely new system potentially? And is it actually aligned with what it is you want to achieve for your clients? Is it simple for them to use? Is it something that they will enjoy using with you? I hope that gives you a little bit of insight into the shiny object syndrome, or fear of missing out. If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like, share and or comment, and I'll look forward to seeing you again very soon. In between times, stay safe, stay healthy, stay fabulous. Loads of love, and bye for now.